Welcome, Voyage Explorers. Today we're taking you on a journey to one of the most beautiful and historic cities in the world, Rome. Join us as we explore the 10 best places to visit in the Italian capital. So sit back and let's begin our voyage of discovery together. Number 10. St. Peter's Basilica. The St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in the world. It was built in the 16th century and it's a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. The current structure stands on the site of an earlier 4th century basilica, which was built by Emperor Constantine the Great. The construction of the current basilica was initiated by Pope Julius II in 1506 and completed in 1626. The basilica is home to many famous historical artists, including Michelangelo and Giotto. The St. Peter's Basilica is also home to many tombs of popes, including that of St. Peter himself, who is said to be buried beneath the altar. The basilica is a great spot to admire the beautiful architecture and works of art, and it's also a great spot to learn about the history of the Catholic Church and the Vatican City. Number 9. Castel Sant'Angelo. Castel Sant'Angelo is a beautiful fortress located on the banks of the Tiber River. It was originally built as a mausoleum for the Roman Emperor Hadrian in 135 AD, and it served as the tomb of Hadrian and his family. The mausoleum was later converted into a fortress by the popes in the 5th century AD, and it served as a papal residence during times of danger. Now open to the public, it offers visitors an opportunity to explore the castle's ramparts, courtyards, and museums, and also admire the beautiful views of the city from the top of the fortress. One of the most notable features of Castel Sant'Angelo is the Passaggio di Borgo, a secret passageway that connected the castle to the Vatican, allowing the Pope to flee to the fortress in times of danger. Number 8. Campo de Fiori. The Campo de Fiori is one of the oldest squares in Rome, and it's a popular spot for locals and tourists alike. The square is home to a daily market, which is open from Monday to Saturday, and it's a great spot to buy fresh products or souvenirs. The square is also home to the statue of Giordano Bruno, a philosopher and astronomer, who was burned at the stake for heresy. The statue is a reminder of the importance of freedom of thought and speech. The square was named after the Campo de Fiori, which means field of flowers in Italian. It is a great spot to take a stroll and admire the beautiful buildings that surround the square, such as the Palazzo della Cancelleria and the Palazzo Farnese. Number 7. Piazza Navona. The Piazza Navona is a large public square. It's located in the historic center of Rome and is considered one of the most famous squares of the city. It was built on the site of the Stadium of Domitian, an ancient Roman stadium built in the 1st century AD, which was used for athletic contests, public spectacles, and other events. Piazza Navona is home to 3 magnificent Baroque fountains: the Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, the Fontana del Moro, and the Fontana del Nettuno. The square is surrounded by charming cafes and restaurants, and it's also a great spot to relax and people watch. It offers a unique blend of history, culture, and art, making it a must-see destination for visitors to Rome. Number 6. Roman Forum. The Forum is an ancient square located in the heart of Rome. At first it was used as a marketplace, and as Rome grew in power and influence, the Forum became an important political and economic activity. It was the site of many important public buildings such as the Temple of Saturn, the Temple of Vesta, and the Curia. Built in the 7th century BC, it was used as a public square for over 1,000 years, hosting significant events such as triumphal processions, political speeches, and public trials. The Roman Forum serves as a testament to the grandeur and engineering skills of the Roman Empire. It's a great spot to explore the ruins of ancient public buildings, admire the ancient Roman architecture and engineering, and to gain an understanding of the political, economic, and social aspects of the ancient Rome. Number 5. Spanish Steps. Designed by the architect Francesco de Sanctis and financed by the French diplomat Étienne Gefier, the Spanish Steps were built in the 18th century, linking the Piazza di Spagna with the Trinità dei Monti church. The Piazza di Spagna is famous for the Barcaccia fountain, which is at the foot of the steps. It's believed to be the first fountain in Rome to use the playing water technique. This technique uses a system of underground pipes to create a series of jets and cascades, giving the impression that the water is playing, and adding a dynamic element to the fountain. The steps are a popular spot for visitors to relax and people watch. The area around the steps is also home to many shops and restaurants, making it a great spot to explore. Number 4. Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain dates back to the 18th century. It's a masterpiece of Baroque architecture and is considered to be one of the most beautiful fountains in the world. The Trevi Fountain was designed by the architect Nicola Salvi in 1732 and was completed by Giuseppe Pennini in 1762. It's a grand fountain featuring an elaborate sculptural ensemble of oceanic figures, horses, and a central figure of Neptune. It represents the Roman god of the sea, and it's a celebration of the Roman aqueducts and the role of water in ancient Rome. The legend says that if you throw a coin into the fountain, you will ensure a return to Rome. The fountain is also known for its beauty, and it's a great spot to take photos and admire the beautiful architecture and sculptures. The fountain is located in the Quirinale district, and it's one of the most popular tourist spots in Rome. Number 3. Vatican Museums. The Vatican Museums, which are located within the Vatican City, house one of the largest and most important art collections in the world, including masterpieces by some of the world's most famous artists, such as Raphael, Michelangelo, and Botticelli. The Vatican Museums were founded by Pope Julius II in the early 16th century to house his private collection of art and sculptures. Over the centuries, the collection grew to include not only sculptures and paintings, but also ancient Roman and Etruscan artifacts, maps, and other historical treasures. The highlight of the Vatican Museums is the Sistine Chapel, which is famous for its ceiling fresco painted by Michelangelo, depicting the creation of Adam and other scenes from the Book of Genesis. The chapel also serves as the site of the papal conclave where the cardinals gather to elect a new pope. The Vatican Museums also feature many other famous works of art, such as the Raphael Rooms and the Gallery of Maps, which depict detailed maps of Italy and other countries. Number 2. Pantheon. This ancient temple is a masterpiece of Roman engineering and architecture. Built in 27 BC by Marcus Agrippa, the Pantheon was dedicated to all the Roman gods, and it's considered one of the best preserved ancient buildings in Rome. The Pantheon is a perfect example of the Roman architectural style, with its massive dome and intricate details. The dome, made of concrete, is one of the largest unsupported domes in the world, and the oculus, or the opening at the top of the dome, provides natural light to the interior of the building. Inside, you can see the tombs of famous Italian kings and the famous artist, Raphael. The Pantheon has stood the test of time, and its impressive dome is an architectural wonder. It is also a great place to visit for its historical significance, as it's been used as a church since the 7th century. Number 1. Colosseum. Also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, the Colosseum is an iconic symbol of Rome. Built in 80 AD by Emperor Vespasian and his son Titus, it is the largest amphitheater in the world and could hold up to 50,000 spectators. It was used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles, such as mock sea battles, animal hunts, and reenactments of famous battles. It is also a testament to the grandeur and engineering skill of the Roman Empire. It's a fascinating place to learn about the history of the ancient Romans. Just imagine how it would have been like to be there as a spectator. The Colosseum is an architectural marvel, and its impressive size and grandeur will leave you in awe. The Colosseum is one of the most visited places in Rome, and it's easy to understand why. It's a symbol of Rome's rich history and culture, and it's an obligatory destination for anyone visiting the city.